Welcome my dear students. Today I will take percentage classes, percentage second part. So here in this topic, this model is very important. This model comes in every competitive examinations like bank, SSC, railways, ICET and so on, and also in essay also. This is very important topic. So see the formula. What is the formula? X is what percent of y. Whenever the condition is like that, which is near to half, which letter is nearer to half, we can write on the denominator. Half ki near ga unna alphabet ni kinda raaskovali. Half ki near ga unna alphabet ni denominator raaskovali. That's why x by y into 100 is the formula. X by y into 100. Now we can go for the second formula. What percentage of x? What percentage of x is y? Already I told you which is near to half. X is there, that's why y by x into 100. Y by x into 100. Y by x into 100 is the formula. Now go for the next one, third formula. X is what percentage? X is what percentage more or less than? Then is very important. Then is very important here. Then is very important here. So then will comes to the denominator. So more or less means nothing but increase or decrease. That's why I can take difference. That's why x minus y by y into 100 is the formula. X minus y by y into 100 is the formula. X is what percent more or less means you can take the difference. X minus y denominator. Okay, write the denominator is y. Then is very important. Whenever then is there, you can write the denominator. So that's why x minus y by y into 100 is the formula. These formulas are very important. Based on these formulas, we can see some problems. Okay, just write on this one. You can go for the problems. Objection. Problem. A's salary is 20% more than B's. By how much percent is B less than that of A? B less than that of A. This is a very most important model in every competitive examination. Definitely this problem will be there. So very important problem. See here, first of all, what is the first line? A's salary is 20% more than B's. So he is telling salary of A is 20% more than B. So let us assume A and B. I am assuming A's salary is 20% more than B. That's why let us assume B has 100 rupees. Then automatically A becomes 120. A becomes 120. So now by how much percent? Then come to the problem. By how much percent is B less than that of A? Then by how much percent is B less than that of A? Already I told you the formula before that this is nothing but third formula. X by x is x more or less than, x percent is more or less than the more or less than problem. Already I told you here the less than is very important. Less than B. That's why denominator is formula is denominator is B. Denominator is less than A, less than that of A, so the denominator is A. The denominator is A, here minus A, the formula is B. Already I told you the formula is x minus y by y. I mean the x minus y by y, we have already written the formula, that is third formula before previous, no in the note. So less than that of A means it will come to denominator A, it becomes B minus A into 100. This is the formula. So this is equal to B means how much? 100 minus 120. 100 minus 120, nothing but 100 minus 120 minus 20 by A means 120 into 100. Because by how much percent is less than means nothing but we will get negative. If it is more means here we get the answer as positive. So 0 cancel, 2 1s are 2 6s are 2 3s 2 50s. So the answer is minus 50 by 3%, nothing but 16 2 by 3%. We don't write the negative. Just take the negative means nothing but less than means you will get answer as negative. That's why don't take negative. So the required answer is 16 2 by 3%. Already I told you So in this formula, the most important word is then is the important, then that of A. So more or less, whenever you read more or less, the formula becomes that is nothing but a third formula. In the third formula, in the note third formula, the formula is x minus y by y. Nothing but here less than A means denominator you will get A, and B minus A, remaining is B minus A into 100. So the required answer is 16.23% is the formula. This is one method. If you want to go for the shortcut also, that is shortcut is we can have to take only the first, in the first line take this more, in the first line take observe the more, in the first line observe the more or less. If it is the first line the value is more or increase, use the formula more or increase, use the formula R by 100 plus R by 100 plus R into 100%. This is shortcut formula. R means 20%. 20 by 120 into 100, you will get the last line, that is the last line is 16.2/3 is the required answer, 16.2/3%. This is another method. You can use this method or that method, it depends on your capability. So here the formula is whenever in the starting more, you can use this formula. If not, so read the problem, the general method is less than, then comes to the denominator, that's why take A as the denominator, B, the formula is B minus A. Once again catch the formulas already given for you, previous I have given note 3, see the note 3, write on this one. Now come to the same model, second problem. I have given 10%. Just take 1 minute and time and try it. I will tell you. So A's salary is 10% more than B's. So let us assume that B has 100, then A becomes 110. Once again, by how much percent is B less than that of A, less than that of A. So in the denominator A, so it becomes B minus A into 100. So B minus A into 100 means we will get the negative, less than means we will get the answer as negative, that is minus 10 by 110 into A is 110 into 100. 0, 0 cancel, the answer is minus 100 by 11. We can neglect negative, so 111 by nothing but 9, 1 by 11%. We can neglect negative, don't take, because less than means already we are getting negative. So by writing mixed fraction, the value is 9 will. How to find out the mixed fraction means already I told you, divide 100 with 11. 11 9s are 99, remainder is 1. We can write down 9 1 by 11. 9 1 by 11, you can write down like this. So this is general method. If you go for the shortcut, here more is there. Whenever more is there, more or increase, use the formula R by 100 plus R into 100. R means 10%. 10 by 110 into 100. So we will get the last step directly, 10 by 110 into 10 by 100 into 110. This is step. So the answer is 9 1 by 11%. Write on this one, you can go for the next method. Now come to the third problem. A's salary is 20% more than B's. By how much percent is B more than that of A? By how much percent is B more than that of A? Now here, first of all, you can see the general method. A's salary is 20%. See, not here, we get the same model. See here, in place of here, you can take it as in place of more, you can write down here less, not more. More, because if it is more means you can go the first problem only, first method only, less only. A's salary is 20% less than B's. By how much percent is B more than that of A? Be careful, here it is not more, it is less. It is less. If it is more means you can go the first method only. So A's salary is 20% less than B. By how much percent is B more than that of A? Now we can see the general method. A's salary is 20% less than. Let us assume B has 100 rupees. So 100 minus 20, A has 80. 100 minus 20, A has 80. Now, by how much percent is B more than that of A? B more than that of A. So, once again see here, here it is A. A means less than, so that's why we can take it as A as 100. Downwards, less than that of A. Very important, then of A. So, denominator as A, now it becomes B minus A into 100. What is B? 100 minus 80, 20. 20 by A is 80 into 100. 20 ones, 24s, 4 ones, 4 25s. So the answer is 25%. So more means you will get answer as positive. Whenever it is less means you will get answer as negative. So that's more, that's why we get the answer as positive. So 25% is the answer. This problem is also nothing but our note 3. Note 3, previously I have told you note 3. More or less you will get the answer as in the numerator B minus A or A minus B. Depends on the condition. So then the top A means it will always come the denominator, always comes the term. Then తర్వాత వచ్చి A ఎప్పుడు denominator తీసుకోవాలి, ఎప్పుడు denominator తీసుకోవాలి. Now go for the shortcut. Less is there. In the problem starting under the problem should underline less. In the problem should underline less. Whenever less or decrease, in the problem less or decrease, the shortcut formula is R by 100 minus R into 100. R by 100 minus R into 100 is the formula. R by 100 minus R. So R means nothing but 20. 20 by 100 minus 20, 80 into 100. So the answer, this is the last step, 20 into 100 by 80. So the answer is 25%. 25% is the answer. 25% is the required answer. Just note down this. Now come to the fourth problem. Same model. A's salary is 10% less than B's. By how much percent is B more than that of A? More than that of A. Same model. Firstly, we can see the general method. A's salary is 10% less than B's. So let us assume B as 100. B as 100. Automatically less means 100 minus 10. A is 90. Now already I told you the formula note 3. So whenever the note 3 formula less than that of, more than that of A, so then followed by A, that's why denominator as A, less or more, whenever it is there, the formula is minus A B into 100. This is the formula. Denominator A minus A B minus A. So B minus A, 100 minus 90, 10. 10 by A is 90 into 100. So the answer is 0 cancel, 100 by 9, 11, 1 by 9% is the answer. So you can check out the 100 divided with 9, 100 divided with 9, 9 11s are 99, remainder 1. 11 1 by 9, 11 1 by 9 is the required answer. This is the general method. If you go for the shortcut, so less, whenever the problem showing less or decrease is there, use the formula R by 100 minus R into 100. So R means nothing but 10, 10 by 90, 10 by 90 into 100. So the value is 0 can 100 by 9, nothing but 11 1 by 9%. 11 1 by 9% is the required answer. We can see same model but some different words. We can see that one also, right on this one. Come to next problem. The price of sugar is increased by 10%. By what percent a family reduce its consumption of sugar so as to maintain the same expenditure on sugar? This is also a very important one. Same like nothing but our previous model. So whenever in the starting problem, increased is there, increased or more, already I told you the formula. The formula is just simply R by 100 plus R into 100. Very simple. This is equal to R means nothing but 10, 10 by 100 plus 110 into 100. So 0 0 cancel, the value is 100 by 11, nothing but the answer is 9 1 by 11%. Already I told you how to write the mixed fraction. 100 divided with 11, 11 9s are 99, remainder is 1, 9 1 by 11 is the required answer. 9 1 by 11 is the required value. So same model, whenever the starting problem increased is there, use the formula r by 100 plus r, decreased is there, use the formula r by 100 minus r. This is a very important model. In every examination this model you can see. So very important, write on this one. We can go for the next new method. Now come to next problem, sixth problem. Two numbers are 20% and 30% of the third number. How much percent of the first number, how much percent of the first number is the second number? This is note number 1 formula, note number 1 or 2, you can use the formula. So once again you can see the method. So two numbers are 20% and 30% third number. That's why you can assume three numbers, first number, second number, third number. Let us assume three numbers. There are three numbers. Two numbers are 20%, 30% of third number. That's why there are three numbers are there. So depends on these two numbers depends on the third number. That's why let us assume third number as 100. Two numbers are 20% and 30%. Just 20%, 30%. So according to 100, 20% is 20. First number is 20. And then 30% of third number. So it is 30. So the numbers are these are the numbers. Third number, let us assume third number is 100. So depends on third number, that's why third number is 100. Two numbers are 20% and 30% of the third number. 20% means in 100, 20% the value is 20. In 100, 30% the value is 100. Now go for our formula note 1. Note 1, go for formula note 1. I already told you in the denominator, so of the first number. For of near number, near is, for of the near is first number. So you can take the denominator as first number by second number into 100. This is the formula. Of the first number is the second number. So you can write on the denominator as numerator second number. In the denominator you can take the first. Depends on already told you the formula. Of near number, of near number denominator is called of near number of the first number. You can take it as denominator. So first, which number next to second number into 100. So the required answer is, what is the second number? 30 by 20 into 100. So 0 0 cancel, 2 1s are 250s. So 50 into 3, the answer is 150% is the answer. The answer is 150% is the answer. This is the method. This is also a very important one. Plus write down this one. We can go for another problem on this one. Now come to the next problem, that is seventh one. Two numbers are 12.5% and 25% more than the third number. The first number is what percentage of second number? Now here it is 12.5% and 20% more is there. So more than third number. Once again there are three numbers. First number, second number, third number. Let us assume the third number as 100. Now, two numbers are 12.5%, 20% more, means we have to add 100 plus 12.5, the value is 112.5. 112.5. 100 plus 25, 125. These are the numbers. So because more is there, you can add for 100. So the numbers are, third number, let us assume third number is 100. Second number becomes 25% more means 125. 12 and half more means the value becomes 112 and half. This is the first condition. Now read the problem. The first number is what percent of second number? The first number is what percent? In this model already I told you, for half which is the near number? For half the near number is second number. That's why denominator as second number. The first number is what percent means in the numerator first number. First into second by 100. This is the value. First by second into 100 is the value. So write down what is the first number 112 and half. 112 and half by second number is 125 into 100. 112 and half is nothing but we can write down this as fraction. 112 into 2, 124 plus 1, 125 by 2. 125 by 2 comes in the downwards, 2 into 125, 2 into 125 into 100 into 100 into 100. So 125 cancel, 2 ones are 250s. So the answer is 50 is the answer. Write down this one. See here, what is the value of 112 and half? The value here it is 112 and 2 is nothing but 225, not 125. This is 225. Sorry, here this is 225. 225 by 2 into 100. So it will become, I hope, now we can write on this one like this. Here 50 will not come here. So the value becomes 112 and half into the value becomes 225 by 2 by 2 into 125 into 100. 25 fives, 25 fours, 5 ones, 5 fours, 20, 5 fives, 25, 2 ones are 2 twos. 45 into 2, the value is 90. See here the answer is not 50, 90. See, there is chance of little mistake will be done. I will not at all worry about them. Please, if any chance, you can do it. Okay, right? The correct answer is 90 is the correct answer. Right on this one. Now come to the next problem. Two numbers are 500% and 200% of a third number. How much percent of the second number is the first number? Or two numbers are 500% second, 200% of a third number. So now we have three numbers: first number, second number, third number. Let us assume third number as 100. Two numbers are 500%. So the 500% is nothing but 500. 200% means the second number is 200. These are the numbers. The numbers are 100, 200, 500. Now go for the problem formula. For how much percent of the second number? Of near is second number. So that's why take second number as downwards. Of the second number is first number. Write in the first number down upwards into 100. So first number value is 500 by second number is 200 into 100. So 2 zeros cancel, 2 ones are 250s. So the answer is 250% is the answer. 250% is the required answer. Write down that one. Now come to next problem. Two numbers are less than a third number. Two numbers are less than a third number by 30% and 37% respectively. The percentage by which the second number is less than, very very important, this is nothing but in the note 3 formula, less than means you can use the formula, that one, very very important formula, this one, the first number. First of all, we can write down there are three numbers, first number, second number, third number. Let us then third number as 100. Two numbers are less than means we have to subtract 100 minus 30, 70 this one, 100 minus 37, 63 this one, 63 this one. Now the problem, the percentage by which the second number is less than the first number. Whenever it is less than means more or less. More or less means we can use the formula. I told you the priority will go to then the first number, means the denominator you can take it as first number, denominator first number and minus first number. So less than, the second number is less than, so that's why here we can take it as second number. So here it is less than means you will get the answer as negative. Already I told you. So if it less means you will get the answer as negative. It is more means you get the answer as positive. So the formula is second minus first by first into 100. I told you the note in the note 3 this formula for you. So this is very important one. So first minus second minus first by first to 100. Now tell me the values. Second is 63. 63 minus 70. The value becomes 63 minus 70. The value is minus 7. By first is 70 into 100. 7 ones are 7 tens are 10 ones are 10 times. So the answer is minus 10%. We can take it as 10%. Less means we get the answer as negative. That's why the answer is 10% is the required answer. So the correct answer is C is the correct answer. So whenever this is also very important model. So we have to catch the node. First one or second one, third one, but to catch it, it is very easy, these problems very, but you will get 100%, these models will come in the examination for you 100%. It will be comes in bank, SSC, railways, CRT program, CAT, MAT and also ICET. So these are all very, very important problems. Please compulsory check out these problems 100%. Write on this one, go for the next new method. Now come to next problem. This is also a very important method. The wages of a man are increased by 20% and afterwards decreased by 20%. Find the overall percentage change. So he was given the options as 4% increase, 4% decrease, 2% increase, no change. See here, this model is very, very important. So we can use directly the shortcut formula and also we can go for the general method also. First of all, see the shortcut. The wages of a man are increased by 20%, afterwards decreased by 20%. Whenever increased value and decreased value are same, you can use the shortcut formula as x square by 100% decrease. This is the formula. Whenever the increased value 20% and decreased value 20% are same, use the formula x square by 100% always decrease. This is the formula. Always decrease. This is the formula. So here x means 20. X square means 20 into 20 by 100. So the value 0 is cancelled. 2 into 2 4%. The value end is decrease is the decrease. So the required answer is 4% decrease. So generally the people will do what? They will see only the number. They don't see the tail. So if you go for the number, immediately you can take out the 4% increase. So you will be a chance of, a lot of chance of misguide. That's why be careful. It is 4% decrease. So the second answer is the answer. So most of the people will be in a trap. They will see only the number. Immediately they will take out this number. So 50% of students will be failed by this one. That's why this is a very important one. Choose the options also whenever the same numbers are there. Be careful about the options. So the answer is 4% decrease is the answer. 4% decrease. Whenever the increase by 20% and decrease by 20%, so numbers will be same. Use the formula x square by 100%. Always decrease is the formula. So this is also very important problem. Now we can see the general method also, this one. The general method is, let us assume the initial value as 100. Let us assume the initial value 100. 100 into, he was given 20% increase. 20% increase and 20% decrease. In the problem, he was given 20% increase, 20% decrease. So 100 into, increase means add for 100, decrease means subtract from 100. So 100 minus 20, increase means 100 plus 20, 120%. So write down 120% as 120 by 100 into 20% decrease means subtract from 100, 100 minus 20, 80%, 80% means 80 by 100. So this is equal to, the 100 cancel, these two zeros cancel, 12 into 8, 96. So the value initial 100 becomes 96, means it is decreased. How much decreased? 100 minus 96, 4% decrease is the answer. So this is the method. This is a general method. You can do this method also. This is also a very important method only. First of all, let us assume the number as 100. In the problem, 20% increase means add 100, increase means for add 100, decrease means subtract from 100. 100 plus 20, 120%, 120 by 100 into 100 minus 20, 80%, 80 by 100. 100 and cancel, two zeros cancel, 96 is the value. 100 becomes 96 means it is decreased. How much decreased means 4. 100 minus 90, 4% decrease. So sometimes the number is more than 100, means it is increased. It means it is increased. Write on this one, we can do another on this and the same model. Now come to the same model. Just take 20 seconds time and do it. I have changed the numbers. The wages of a man are increased by 30% and afterwards decreased by 30%. Find the overall percentage change. The options are 9% increase, 9% decrease, 2% increase, no change. Just take 20 seconds time and do it. Same model like previous. See here, once again the numbers are same, 30%, 30%. That's why x square means 30 into 30 by 100. These two zeros cancel, 3 into 3, 9%. So the tail is decrease. So the answer is 9% decrease is the answer. If you go for the general method, what is the problem here is in 30% increase, 30% decrease. So initially assume 100 into 30% increase, 100 plus 30, 130, 130 by 100, 100 minus 30 is 70 by 100.